Content creation saved my life, man. As corny as that sounds, videography, documenting my life, my journey, has genuinely saved my life. It's been a hobby of mine ever since I was a kid. I always made videos back then, making Fortnite montages, Call of Duty montages. It don't even matter. Whatever game I'm playing, I'm making montages for it. I've always had that sense of comfortability, that sense of comfort and safetiness, with editing videos, with recording videos. And even back then when I was a child, man, Skylanders, who knows about Skylanders? You know, I always used to make videos just, placing my iPad right there behind me while I play my Skylanders, not even screen recording off the TV or the console, but literally just propping up my camera behind me and all it sees is my giant back and then a little bit of the screen. It's insane, man. If without this content creation stuff, I genuinely don't know where I'd be. I wouldn't be as happy as I am today for sure, and I wouldn't be at this position right now because this content creation really took me somewhere where I would have never imagined myself to be. Yes, I had dreams about being up there one day, earning money from content creation and just recording my life without any care whatsoever in the world, but I didn't think it'd be where I am today. And that just shows with trusting God's path and God's journey and not within your own way. Because our own way sometimes isn't the best way, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I thought to myself that, I could still do content creation for life without having to make my life public. When if I wanna make it big one day in social media, I kinda have to public my life. You know what I mean? Like simple things like that I didn't want to do, and that was just based off pride and ego. I thought I could do certain things without having to sacrifice this thing and all that, but genuinely all those sacrifices I made was so worth it, and I couldn't be more grateful, and I couldn't give all that glory back to anyone else but Jesus Christ, man. And reason why I'm telling you all this is because maybe that hobby is that one thing that's gonna change your life. Maybe you think it's a hobby as of right now, but man, you can bring that to a different level if you just take it seriously. You honestly never know. I didn't think content creation would be this much of an impact to my life. I thought it'd be a hobby forever. I thought I'd just record my life and just have it sit there in the camera roll for years and months, for me to look back to in the future. It's crazy to even say, I'm inspiring others to document their life. I'm inspiring others to start within their dreams. And I don't want that to sound prideful or ego, but that is crazy to me because at one point in my life I used to be inspired by those people too. Let me turn up the ISO a little bit. Sunset's kind of going down on me, but man, you don't know where this life will take you sometimes, and I just can't believe where I am. As much as I said that already, but my reason of speaking about this is because man, you should take the hobby to the next level. That hobby, the reason why you're having so much fun with it is because maybe you can take that to a next step. Maybe you can actually turn that into a profitable hobby, to a hobby where you can start doing that every single day. That hobby isn't just there for you to have all funs and giggles. Maybe it's there for you to also have funs and giggles and to also get paid and to also have that as a job for the rest of your life. And I know that sounds crazy. If you tell me right now that content creation would be my job and that I would take a gap year off school to pursue this full time, man, I would call you the delusion of delusion, genuinely, because that is absurd to even come out of your mouth. But look where I'm at, man. I took the chance and I'm here. And I want y'all to experience the same thing within your own hobbies. Like, God didn't put that hobby in your life for no reason, bro. Like, there is a reason for everything, and the reason why you have so much fun with that hobby out of everything else that you could have had as a hobby is because you could really take that seriously. And you just have to have that humility to just start. Because obviously day one is not going to look pretty at all. Day one is going to look terrible. Day one is going to look like day one. But, given the time, given within due time, you'll get to a point in your life where you're a pro at it, where it becomes second nature to you. And eventually, people will come to you and ask you the same thing. Ask you, how'd you start? How'd you figure all this out? Man, the answer is, I just started. You know, There was no studies, there was nothing that I could do to get myself to feel ready, but genuinely I just started. That's the best way to learn, y'all. It's the best way to really just evolve and learn everything, all these accomplishments, all these doubts and challenges. Man, there is no better way to learn than to go face to face with that challenge. My bad for all the cars around, man. I'm in the middle of a parking lot, but I don't know where I'd be without content creation. You know, that sounds cringe to say, low key, but I think, man, I think there's a sense of level to being vulnerable and open to this, because I don't know where I'd be without content creation. I genuinely think this is my calling, this is my life. You know, not just speaking life to all of you guys, but also just to make films. I love making films. I love the digital platform. I love it. And I don't know where I'd be. I've always loved watching movies as a kid. I didn't think I'd be the one making movies one day too. Well, not yet. But you know, making short films, but you know, I didn't think I'd be the person that people would watch me on YouTube and things like that. It's crazy. I didn't think I'd be that inspirational person. I didn't think I'd be that person who makes cinematic videos. The same person that I was as a kid, where I used to watch people who looked crazy, like looked insane to me. Like, man, I wish I could make videos one day like that too. And now we're here. It's a different feeling that you guys, I want you all to experience. And the only way to really experience this type of feeling is to just start within your dreams. And I don't care if that's just your hobby. Man, make that hobby into a professional calling. Make that into a thing that you're worth living for. Because I think it is worth living for. As cringe as it may be, you know, maybe drawing is your thing. Maybe dancing is your thing. Maybe, I don't know, doing graphic designs, you know, making graphics, posters. Man, you could take that as a career. I know a bunch of graphic design jobs that get paid a lot, but yet also a lot of people get fulfilled with it, you know, making movie posters, making thumbnails for artists. Hey, even making your own art. Anything can be a job nowadays. But that's not what I'm here to say, man. I'm here to say to just pursue your true calling. Pursue what really is deep in your heart, what makes you so happy, because I promise you, whatever makes you so happy, whatever that you do that makes you so happy, I promise you, you can take that to a level where you can't even imagine. Where, like what I said already, you can get paid. This can be the thing that you wake up to every day, that you have such a burning heart for, that you get to wake up in the morning and say, man, I get to do this every day. God bless me, man. God did. All glory to God for sure. I don't know where I'd be without content creation. I think this is the fourth time I said that. I don't feel any more fulfilled as much as I do content creation. Even though I had those days where I feel like I could be doing something better, where I should have just stick to school and just kept on going with my studies. But man, the blessing it is to have this every day, to do this every day, is something not a lot of people can have. And I truly cannot take this for granted, because I used to be in a position too where I wished I could do content creation every day. And now I'm here. And it's crazy to even think that I still have days where I think I could do better, where I tell myself that, you know, is this even worth it? It's crazy because, man, a few years back, I wanted to do this every day. I would literally put more effort into this than my assignments, than my exams, than my tests. I guess that's just a literal, you know, sign that there'll still be bad days ahead of you. Like, there'll still be days where you think this is not for you. But again, those are just off days, man. Everybody has their off days, you know? F it, we ball. Like, ball up top, bro. Like, you will have off days in anything you do. That's really just the devil trying to tempt you to, you know, not get you to that greatness that God has for you. You just got to keep going and not listen to it. You got to keep going, man. Because, goodness, there was a lot of days where I wanted to quit, even though this was my dream to do. And I'm thankful that I didn't quit, because I don't know where I'd be right now if I did quit. But yeah, once again, that is a sign that there will always be bad days in whatever you do. You know, even if you love what you do, even if you don't like what you do, man, there will be a lot of days where it feels like you just want to quit. But if you keep pushing, it'll just remind you how much of a blessing it is to have that in your life, to have it right there in your hands. Not a lot of people can be in the position you are today, man. You got to be grateful for that. A lot of people nowadays are just doing the thing that feels comfortable, that feels safe for their future. Not a lot of people are risking their future for something that they love doing. And I feel like that's also the message today is that, man, take the risk. If you love doing what you do, take the risk to make that go up, go higher. Because if you just keep it down low right there, it'll stay down low right there. And I don't know, taking that risk has that, it gives you that fear, it gives you that, I don't know, it's not even confidence, I wouldn't even say fear either, but like, when you're taking that risk, it's just that momentum that builds you, it's that hype, you're so hyped, you get scared, you're comfortable, it's all feelings mixed up in one bottle, like it's all a bottle of emotions, but there's no better feeling than taking the risk to really achieve your dreams. I don't really like that feeling of just staying comfortable and, knowing what the outcome is because I don't know, there's no excitement with that. If you just know what the outcome is, that just means you're going for the comfortable route. I love the game where it's like, you don't know what the outcome is, but all you know is that you just gotta put all your effort into it and see what happens. Because if you really put your best effort, if you put all your effort, I promise you the result will be good. If it's a bad result, man, ball up top, go again. Right? Like, you can't give up just because you lost one time. Every winner just kept on going. If you quit, you just certified yourself as a loser. But I'm telling you, every winner right now, every gold medalist, every person that has that golden play button just kept on going through the failures. Because if you quit today, what if the win was tomorrow? But because you quit, you'll never know. So that's why keep on going, because you will never know when the day will come. That could be tomorrow, that could be next week, that could be a month, you know what I mean? So it's also this, like, what if God told you the day that you would win? You would keep on going until that day comes. You would embrace all those failures until that day comes. But obviously, reality is we don't know when that day is, but we all know for sure that that day will come eventually. So why not just keep on going and keep on pushing until that day comes? You don't need God, you don't need anyone to tell you when you're gonna win. If you love the game and if you really want your dreams to happen, man, you will keep pushing until that day comes, no matter what. Back to my point, if God told you what day you'd win, you'd keep on pushing. And if you agree with that, man, why don't you keep pushing right now? The game is so much more exciting and it's more fulfilling when you don't know what the result is, when you don't know what the outcome is. Because once that day comes, man, it's beautiful. You will embrace that day, you will take in and you will soak in that day so much. It's insane. Like, you will be so proud of yourself for just keeping it pushing. And now the day is here where you finally win. And you can't thank anyone else but God and yourself for just pushing through all those hard days where all those doubts, all those fears were just killing you. And now today's your day, so celebrate that win, man. And all these failures that you go through hold a lot of lessons, hold a lot of valuable lessons that these wins don't contain, A failure is more valuable than a win because, man, a failure will take you down. But if you keep on pushing, if you keep on going, that just speaks a lot about you. And it just builds your testimony a lot bigger. And when that day comes, when you do win, it's just, you can tell a whole story where you just didn't quit. And you tried telling everyone else that, and it's hard to go after that too because, man, there's a lot of days where I just wanted to quit too. There is no better feeling than the day you finally win because you pushed yourself so hard that nobody can understand but you. Only God understands and only you, once again, It's like, that's why I advise y'all to just keep on pushing because there's no better feeling than just knowing how much you went through and you're finally here. That's content creation for me. Content creation really gave me a purpose in this life. I didn't know it was my purpose until years later, but it's been a thing I've been doing since I was a kid. So maybe that thing you've been doing since you were a kid is your calling. You just need to open your eyes a little bit. And content creation really saved my life. I don't know where I'd be without content, man. It's amazing. It's an amazing hobby. I love my camera, bro. I love this digital platform. I love the journey. I love seeing who I was back then. That's why I love recording these moments. I love recording my journey within, things I'm trying to accomplish, is because I love seeing who I was. I love seeing that Jello back then who just never gave up, who just kept on going despite the results he's seeing. And that goes with anything. It's amazing, man. If y'all haven't yet, buy a camera. Or you have a phone, you're seeing this video somewhere, and that has a camera already, so record your life, man. Record however you're feeling today. Just journal that. It's it's an amazing feeling looking back at it in the future. It's great. With that being said, y'all, thank y'all so much for listening to this episode. Sunset's going down. It's beautiful right now. Here, let me show y'all. Y'all can't really see it, but that's the sunset down there. It's beautiful. Definitely a lot more talking videos outside. Hopefully more scenic places other than the parking lot, but yeah, we'll get there eventually. With that being said, thank y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Recite my motto with me, y'all. Make God happy. Make yourself happy. Make things reality. Another announcement that I don't want to leak out just yet, but something great is coming soon that I can't wait for you guys to have. It's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be a big 2026 project, and I hope I can see y'all on it soon. That's a little hint right there, but yeah. Thank y'all so much for listening. I'll see you on the next episode, man. Stay safe. God bless. All glory to God. Um, that hobby that you have might be your calling, y'all. Yeah, stay safe, y'all. Love y'all. Peace.